lights on? Go ahead. Good afternoon, everybody. Are you ready for our big announcement? Yes. No, thank you very much for taking the time to be here. And as I said, we have a very, very big announcement that we are going to make. I'm extremely excited. I'm extremely ecstatic to announce that we have hired our new athletic director. She's been described as a rock star, a superstar, a game changer. And she's here with us with her family, her husband Greg. Greg, if you would wave. Children Riley and Ryan. Wave it big, Riley and Ryan. And of course, our new athletic director, Stephanie Rempe. So before I talk about Stephanie, I want to thank some people here with us today. First and foremost, I want to thank the student athletes, the coaches, and the staff of Wolfpack Athletics. The best in the United States of America, in my humble opinion. But over the past couple months, you've all shown incredible patience, resiliency, and devotion to your roles. And as the search process played out, all of you demonstrated what makes Wolfpack Athletics so great. You all stayed focused, you stayed in the moment, and you looked out for one another in what I like to call the Wolfpack way. We really figured it out. So thank you for what you all are doing for Wolfpack Athletics. Next, I want to thank Bill Johnson. Where are you, Bill? There he is. So Bill, given his background and his personality, he was the natural choice to steward the department through this time of transition. Bill, you provided stability and structure, and you were the right person at the right moment to really do a very difficult job, and you've done an amazing job in getting us through these last couple of months. So again, thank you, Bill. And the members of our search committee, if you could raise your hands for all of you that were involved. So they really are remarkable. Chaired by, now we can call you Dean, Coach, and Chair, right? Donald Easton Brooks, who really led the way. He's the Dean of the College of Education and Human Development. Thank you, Dean, Coach. Cheer. So this was an amazing and efficient search process over the last 2 months. We had a national search, and we came up with 4 excellent finalists vying for the job. And the work of this group, led by the dean, helped us arrive at where we are today. And again, thank you everyone that was involved in the search. And before I formally introduce Stephanie and introduce you to our Wolfpack family, and it is indeed a family, I want to give you all an idea of who we're hiring. So obviously Stephanie has a number of professional accomplishments which speak to why she is the perfect choice to be our new athletic director. But I like to talk about history, so I'm going to take us in a little bit of a time machine to go back to 1993. Stephanie and her Arizona Wildcats volleyball teammates were playing in the most important match of their young lives. It was senior day at the iconic McHale Center on the U of A campus. And for Stephanie, it was a moment she had worked incredibly hard to reach. 4 years earlier, she had made it onto the Wildcats roster the hard way. She was originally a walk-on. Arizona's first walk-on in the coach's 13-year career. So in addition to earning a scholarship, she had earned a significant amount of playing time through 4 years of hard work, determination, as well as a belief in herself and her teammates that spoke to her collaborative and her caring nature. So again, setting this thing up, UCLA's women's volleyball team was the top-ranked team in the country in 1993. National champions in 1990 and 1991. UCLA had won 23 consecutive matches against Arizona. But this Arizona team was different. They would turn out to be the team that the newspaper writers of the time would say put Arizona on the collegiate volleyball map. The match came down to a fifth set. It looked like UCLA All-American Julie Bremner had delivered a match-ending kill. It was the kind of blast that no defense can ever react quickly enough in order to return. But Stephanie Rempe was playing on the back row for the University of Arizona. She was the type of player who could cover a lot of ground and who never gave up, no matter what the odds. If there was one player on the court that day who could reach a seemingly impossible kill, it was Stephanie. She somehow miraculously got to the ball, then she just as miraculously dug it out. Arizona, emotionally buoyed, turned her dig into a point. The Wildcats stayed alive. Then they rallied. They eventually beat heavily favored UCLA, and it was total jubilation. The fans stormed the court, and everyone from the U of A athletic director Cedric Dempsey to U of A linebacker and future Patriots Super Bowl winner Teddy Bruschi. Arizona coach Dave Rubio said later it was that kind of a special effort from a very special player on a team of special teammates that made all the difference for Arizona. The Wildcats had made it onto the national volleyball map. They would go on to the Sweet 16 of the NCAA tournament that year. And in fact, Stephanie later said that one of her motivators was a sign she saw in the McHale Center stands that day. It read, "We dig Steph." So Stephanie, I want you to know that the Wolfpack digs you too. And so this is who we're hiring today as our next athletic director. A person who knows how to rise to the competitive challenge. A person who can handle the biggest moments. A person who knows how to bring out the best in everyone around them. A person who is a great leader and also a great teammate. A person who has excelled at the highest levels of her profession. Stephanie has held senior leadership roles at 5 Division I athletic programs. She has worked with 25 head coaches who have won national championships. She knows what championship athletics looks like. At LSU from 2019 to present, and Texas A&M from 2016 to 2019, she has served as the Executive Deputy Director of Athletics and is the Chief Operating Officer. At LSU, she has overseen all aspects of one of the country's largest and most successful intercollegiate athletic departments. Her additional professional resume with appointments at Oklahoma, Washington, UTEP, and Arizona speak to someone who has always excelled throughout their professional life. And beyond her professional accomplishments, what impresses me most about Stephanie is her ability to see how special this university is, how she wants to be part of what we're doing here, and how great the future of Wolfpack athletics can be. And in fact, she and I have had a long discussion about her future, about whether today's announcement marks a career destination for her or a stepping stone to a leadership role somewhere else. And she's going to talk about that herself, but I want all of you to know that I was so impressed with Stephanie's earnestness when she told me that home means Nevada to her. And our goal together is that we're going to build something really special here, but we already have an amazing foundation. And just love everybody who's here. So we're going to build something that's highly successful, something that represents an exciting, new, and innovative model for intercollegiate athletic success on a campus that has always prided itself on providing leadership as well as needed discovery and innovation. Something that the Wolfpack Nation can be proud of, and something that isn't burdened by the churn and uncertainty of any executive hiring cycle. We have something very special happening today. And I was just saying it in the car outside of your earshot, Stephanie. This is a historical moment and a historical chapter in Wolfpack athletics. So I'm very confident that our university and our Wolfpack family, we represent that special destination that Stephanie has been looking for throughout her very distinguished and accomplished career. She's committed to building an athletic program based on academic excellence, diversity, developing a meaningful sense of partnership with our community, establishing competitive excellence in all of our programs, and making a true investment in the personal development of our student athletes. And thank you all for being here. Will, you look even more tall up close. And the staff of Wolfpack Athletics. She is the right person at the right time. We have amazing coaches. We have amazing alumni, our supporters, our donors. Everybody's here. And Stephanie, I think you can see, when we say Wolfpack family, we mean it. It really is something special, and what I like to talk about is a silver thread that connects us all. So it is my honor to announce our new athletic director. Will you all join me in welcoming Stephanie Rempe to our Wolfpack family? Welcome, Stephanie.
That story was, I haven't replayed that in my head and I don't know how long. That's amazing. Thank you all for coming here today. I am thrilled to be here. I would start by saying, President Sandoval, this is the honor of a lifetime. I am so honored to be the athletic director at the university. Your President Sandoval's vision, passion, his genuine desire to elevate the entire institution to unprecedented heights is contagious. And I think everybody here knows that and feels it, even just now listening to him. And then your actions, the speed of Sandoval. Thank you for inviting me, and thank you for entrusting me in this enormous responsibility. So, I also want to give my sincere gratitude to Dean Easton Brooks, the chair of the search committee, and then all the members of the search committee. They did a marvelous job, and you could tell right away the passion that they all had for Wolfpack athletics. I am looking forward to getting to know everybody and creating strong relationships. Before I talk about this incredible opportunity, I do want to stop for a minute and thank LSU, Scott Woodward, and President Tate. I had the opportunity to spend 3 years in Baton Rouge, and that experience was absolutely invaluable. I will forever be grateful for that experience and serving that institution. Working for Scott, I worked for him for almost 14 years, and I owe a tremendous amount of gratitude to him for everything that he taught me over the course of that time. And then, most importantly, my family. Greg has been absolutely unrelenting in his support of my career, and specifically this particular job. He is as excited as I am to dive into this community and get to know everybody and make Nevada home. Greg is our rock in our family. Thanks, honey. And then Riley and Ryan are our children, obviously our greatest joys. They have been on this journey their entire life. They are resilient, happy, smart, fun kids. And they are going to take Nevada and Reno by storm, no question. They are tired of moving, and they're ready to dig in and make this home. They have never skied. They have not snowshoed. They have not fly fished. They've never been fly fishing. So we're excited for them to be here, get settled in, start making great friends, and invest in this community and be in this part of the country. So thank you both for going on this journey with your dad and me. Okay, so more than 25 years ago, I set out on this journey to become an athletic director, and for whatever reason, the timing just wasn't right until today. And so today is the right time. I am thrilled with this opportunity to make this a reality. It was the people and the state and the community, the student athletes and the coaches, the fans, and the shared values that you have here. It is exactly what I was looking for, and the incredible leadership of President Sandoval. The University of Nevada is a gem. A university that has served Nevadans for nearly 150 years. We could not be more excited to join the Wolfpack family and make Nevada home. The strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack, and we could not be more excited to be part of that pack. As an athletic department, we will embrace our role as one part of a much larger institution. We will take very seriously the academic mission of the institution. We will make a positive impact on the campus and on the community, and we will work to ensure that that impact is maximized. We will pursue excellence in all of our endeavors, and we will do it with shared belief in integrity and sportsmanship. We will ensure that all of our decisions are made in the best interest of our student athletes at the core. They will graduate, and we will make sure that we are providing them a transformational experience. And yes, we will compete for championships in every sport, and we will not shy away from those expectations. I will do everything in my power to support our coaches and our student athletes and their quest for championship athletics. I will work every day to provide opportunities for our staff to grow and opportunities for them to excel with hard work and effort. We'll be a team, but I am expecting that everyone will join me in my desire to make sure that everything we are doing is excellent. Through this process, I have heard over and over and over again about this amazing community and the passionate Wolfpack supporters. This community wants Nevada to excel, on campus and in athletics. This community wants to rally around our teams. The members of the athletics board that I had an opportunity to meet when I was here were remarkable, wholeheartedly invested in the success of our athletics program. My job is to ensure that Nevada athletics makes our community and our state proud, that we are efficient and effective in our work, that we are responsible stewards of our resources and the generosity of our supporters, and that we have a clear vision for our future that we can all embrace. As an industry, intercollegiate athletics is experiencing a level of uncertainty we have never seen before. We simply do not know what lies ahead. However, I see that opportunity as a challenge and an opportunity. I see that uncertainty as an opportunity and a challenge. We have an opportunity to embrace change and ensure that we are in the front of that change. We must focus on the things that we can control, like being the best in the Mountain West Conference, beating UNLV in every sport, and keeping the Fremont Cannon in Reno. If we are excellent in everything we do, we will be absolutely fine. Serving as the athletic director at Nevada under President Sandoval's leadership is a destination for me and our family. In athletics, stability and consistency and the ability to anticipate the future is critical to our success. President Sandoval has laid out a vision for this institution, a vision that shows a brilliant future, one of discovery and innovation, one that is true to the soul of Nevada. In that vision, athletics plays a critical role in elevating the institution across the entire state. I am here because I want to be a part of that long-term vision. I want to be a part of that success, that very special success that is only created through a complete, unfettered commitment to something much larger than ourselves. President Sandoval's vision and passion for Nevada, both the state and this institution, are absolutely contagious. We can all feel it every time you're around him. and I couldn't be more excited to be part of it for the long haul. So I'm eager to get started. I'm looking forward to it, as is my family, to meet the campus and the community. We want to be embedded members of this community and this great state. Every day, we will do our part to elevate the great institution under the vision and direction of President Sandoval. So thank you all for coming out today, and go Pack. So potentially questions for me or President Sandoval, I believe.
Chris Murray with Nevada Sportsnet. Congratulations on
Thank
the
you.
job. I read a story about you sitting across the desk from Jim Levengood at Arizona as an athlete, saying you want to be an AD at one point. I guess what sparked that dream, and what does it mean to you to fulfill that about 3 decades later?
That is a long time long. What sparked that dream? You know, when I was a student athlete, I only knew the court and the coaches. I didn't realize there was all of these things behind it. But I walked on my sophomore year, so I had another year to play. And they had a master's degree in sports administration. I started interning in the athletic department, and I just found this world of just amazing opportunity. And so I guess at that point, when I finished my last season, is when I decided that that this was a career I wanted to have.
Hi, Stephanie. Shannon Kelly with Nevada Sportsnet. Congratulations. Just what stood out to you? What was intriguing about wanting to move back to the West Coast and take this position?
Well, first and foremost, President Sandoval. When I remember the first call that I received, it was a woman in our profession, and she had had the opportunity to meet him, and she just said, this is a really good job with a really good president in a community that wants success, in a community that loves its sports, back obviously on the West. And so I think probably a combination of all of those things.
What is your biggest challenge or immediate project you want to take on right away? I know you want to get settled in first and foremost, but what do you have your eyes on right away?
Probably understanding the entire athletics department and some of the challenges that are there. Obviously, I've heard about a lot of different obstacles that we'll have. My intent is to spend time with the student athletes, with the coaches, with the staff, with the university community, obviously our donors. Do some listening, but I know that I can't spend a month or two listening. I've got to make some things happen. So I know there's financial challenges, of course, making sure that our coaches and student athletes have the opportunity to have success. So.
Hi, congratulations. My name's Duke. I'm with the Reno Gazette-Journal. I'm wondering, you touched on the future a couple of times, and I think President Sandoval did as well. So Nevada is about at a 10-year anniversary of competing in the Mountain West. And I was wondering if you could spin that forward. Where do you see Nevada in 10 years from now? And as you said, can the school consistently compete for those championships?
Mm-hmm. So I think my remarks are that we can't tell what's going to happen in 10 years. But in terms of, I think what is first and foremost most important for us is to figure out who we are and what we can do and how to get there. And as I talked about, focusing on the Mountain West Conference and being the best that we can be. So in order to be successful, we obviously need to graduate our student athletes, we need to provide these great experiences, and we need to win on the competition venues. And so that takes resources, it takes great coaches and great student athletes, and making sure that our eye is on that ball every year, and continuing to do the things and focus on the things that we can control, and making sure we understand where the Mountain West Conference is, and we're doing our part to make sure we're having success in that conference.
It's kind of a really unfortunate statistic, but I think you're one of about a dozen female athletic directors at the FBS level. I guess, what challenge has that kind of provided for you in your career? And do you feel like you have to kind of carry the flag for female administrators to a degree, being the only one in the Mountain West End?
Yeah, the only one, do I feel an obligation?
But just, I guess, what challenges have you had to face with that? And I guess, do you feel, maybe not extra pressure, but extra, I guess, opportunity to show that women can do it at this level?
That's a great question. I think every woman that sits in this job has that same question to answer. So I'm thrilled that President Sandoval gave me this opportunity. I absolutely know that I am a role model for other females that are aspiring to have a job like this. we need to continue to do our part to elevate women and give them opportunities and put them in positions where they can get jobs like this. And yes, I feel a pretty big sense of responsibility and obligation to have success in this job, and recognize that there's lots more that are going to come after me.
You mentioned kind of the uncertainty with college athletics, now being at a group of 5 school. I guess what do you see as, I guess, the biggest hurdles or obstacles or things that are coming that I guess smaller schools are going to have to deal with?
Yeah, I mean, it's the changing landscape of college athletics that has so much to do with resources. And so we see how much money is happening at the larger schools, the television contracts and the revenue that those schools are able to produce. And so we need to continue to do our part to grow our athletics program, to sell season tickets, to make sure that the product is great, that people want to watch it, and continue to elevate it, and work to see how far we can close the gap, even though I know it's obviously continues to get bigger, but we've got to always stay focused on that.
This upcoming academic year obviously will be the 50th anniversary celebration for Title IX. And I know you haven't unpacked yet, but I'm wondering your thoughts on that, and do you have maybe a vision for Nevada spending this academic year celebrating women's sports and Title IX?
So obviously I am a product of Title IX and feel passionate about the opportunities that the law has created for women. So it is something that we're celebrating all over the country, and you see it all the time on television. You see conferences celebrating, you see schools celebrating. I don't know if it's been being celebrated for the spring semester, but I welcome the opportunity and hope that we can make it part of the initiatives that we have going on in the fall, and excited to elevate that celebration.
How do you believe that Scott Woodward just prepared you over the years for this moment? I know you touched a little bit on it before, but just a little more in depth on that.
That's a great question. I would say he's prepared me by allowing me to have the opportunity to make decisions in our departments in the last 3 institutions. He definitely sees the world of college athletics differently than a lot of people in our industry, so it's always challenging me to make sure we're looking at different perspectives when it comes to our industry. But I owe a tremendous amount of gratitude, because he definitely put me in a position where I was able to have a lot of responsibilities and grow a lot as an administrator over the last 14 years.
Do we have any more questions? No? Well, that'll conclude today. We'd like to thank everyone for joining us today. Congratulations
Thank
once
you.
again.
Thank you.